If you're managing marketing for multiple clients or locations, you already know this Monday morning ritual. Open up 5 tabs, pull numbers from 5 different platforms, paste them into the spreadsheet, format them, and hope the totals match up. And then you realize they never match. And the fix isn't a better dashboard or a fancier AI. The fix is actually a governed data layer where every metric is defined once, normalized across every channel, and consistent whether you're looking at it in a report, dashboard, or asking an AI assistant a question. And that is exactly what Whatagraph is built to do. And in this video, I'm going to show you the full platform from the ground up. We're going to talk about data connections, AI-powered reports, live client dashboards, MCP integration with Claude and ChatGPT. We're going to also cover pricing and who this is actually built for. So by the end of this video, you are going to know if this is the right tool for you. Let's get into it. Now, before we dive in, I've partnered with Whatagraph on this video to get an exclusive offer for my audience. Click that first link down below and you are going to get 50% off your first month on any paid plan. Plus, you could get started today for free with the link down below. Now, let's make sure we are on the same page. What is Whatagraph? At its core, it is a marketing intelligence platform. Now, most tools in this space are just reporting tools. They're built for BI analysts and data teams, and they expect you to bring your own connectors, your own pipeline, and probably a data analyst to hold it all together. Whatagraph is different. It's built for performance marketers, agencies, and marketing teams who don't want to mess around with code and scripts. Now, let me give you a high-level overview. First, Whatagraph pulls all your marketing data from 60+ channels through native, stable integrations. You could then normalize this data according to your business logic. You could define conversion actions, create custom metrics, standardize campaign naming, and more. From there, you could use Whatagraph's IQ, which is their AI layer, to generate a lot. Marketing reports, write performance summaries, and even give your clients a live AI chat directly in their own dashboard. Now, I'm jumping ahead of myself a bit here, but I do want to mention one more thing before we go deep into the features. The AI is only trustworthy because the data underneath it is governed. The reports are only consistent because the metrics are defined once at the foundation level. And that's why companies like Ticketmaster, Awestruck, Rentable, and over 1,000 marketing agencies and brands trust Whatagraph. Now, let's walk through how this actually works, starting from the foundation. And that's going to be data connections. Everything in Whatagraph starts with connecting your data sources. You have 60+ native integrations covering paid ads, social, SEO, analytics, email, CRM, the full stack. And to be clear, these are not third-party connectors that break overnight. They're native, self-healing integrations that Whatagraph maintains. If something disconnects, their team fixes it, not yours. And you may know this struggle if you're currently running Supermetrics into Google Sheets, into Data Studio. You already know how fragile that chain gets. Whatagraph replaces that entire stack with one stable connection. Now, for our example, you could imagine connecting Google Ads, Meta Ads, LinkedIn Ads in about 2 minutes each. And then you could also bring in custom data through Google Sheets for any offline or proprietary sources. And that means you have established one source of truth for everyone. And as you can see on my screen, there are a lot more to choose from. Now, let's talk about IQ dimensions. Once your data is connected, the next thing we want to look at is your campaign names, because sometimes those could be a mess. Inside of Google, you may call it one way, inside of Meta, you call it another way, and TikTok does its own thing. IQ dimensions fixes this so that if in Google you have one campaign name and in Meta it is a completely different name for the same campaign, it will recognize that it is the same thing and maps them to a clean, standardized label automatically. Probably my favorite aspect of this. Why? Because the software operates how you would expect it to. It just works. Next, let's talk about data blends and custom metrics. Now that your data is in and it's standardized, you need to unify it. Data blends lets you combine metrics across platforms. For example, total spend across Google and Meta, or blended impressions, or whatever cross-channel view you need. And you could do this all in a few clicks. No SQL and no pivot tables. On top of that, you could build custom metrics. ROAS is the perfect example. Google calculates it one way and Meta calculates it another. Inside Whatagraph, you just define your own ROAS formula once, you save it, and that definition will flow into every report you create going forward. If you run an agency with multiple clients and this is relevant for all of them, you define it once and trust it everywhere. But this is what makes Whatagraph the best AI reporting tool for agencies and marketing teams. Whatagraph MCP. With their MCP server, you could connect your live, governed marketing data directly into Claude, ChatGPT, or any MCP compatible AI tool. No exporting, no copying and pasting, and no screenshots. Without this, you would never be able to go into your favorite AI tool and ask what happened to our ROAS this week. But now with this MCP, you can get an answer that comes back with actual numbers from actual campaigns using the exact metric definitions you set up in the platform. It's gonna match what you see inside Whatagraph, and that match is the entire point. Now, let's imagine this scenario. Let's say you get an email from a client asking for a specific report. You go into your favorite AI tool and you start the conversation. From there, you have it pull the exact data the email is asking for. Oh, and the client called you before you finalize the report. And then you pull the phone conversation into the AI as well, and you make sure that it includes everything the client asks for, pulling all the relevant marketing data from Whatagraph all in one go. And this is only possible because Whatagraph's MCP connects into your favorite AI tool, which most likely connects into email, call notes, and more. You don't have to copy and paste. You don't have to go back and forth. Your governed marketing data is now all in one conversation. If you are looking for the best AI marketing analytics tool for your agency, this is where the conversation has moved. Now, a big part of this is report creation. Apart from the cross-channel data analysis, you can also create marketing reports with Whatagraph IQ. And this is gonna let you go from a single prompt to a full report. As you can see on my screen here, I could just type in one sentence describing what I need, whether it's campaign level breakdowns, cost per lead, month-over-month comparison, and I will have a complete report in just a few minutes. From there, you could click into any widget and ask AI to swap out the metric or change the time period. And you could also use IQ themes to let you upload a screenshot of your client's website, and then it could apply the brand colors across the entire report automatically. And that means you could go from a blank page to a client-ready report in minutes. Now, let's talk about IQ Summary and IQ Chat. IQ Summary generates a written performance breakdown directly from the report. What went up, what went down, and the likely causes. And think about this, instead of sending a client a dashboard and hoping they read it right, the summary actually will highlight the story in the data. Alongside that, IQ Chat is conversational AI embedded inside the live report. And here's what makes it different. You could turn it on for your client. Think about it. You send your client a report and they're so busy in the day that they finally get a chance to look at it at 8 p.m. at night, and then there's a concern and they have a question. Well, they can just ask. They don't need to wait for an email to an account manager and no waiting until the next week. They will get an answer. Again, that is governed data immediately. Now let's talk about link templates and automated sharing. Link templates are gonna allow you to build one master report and then link it across all your clients. Then any edit you make will instantly show up on all the reports. This is great for PPC reporting for agencies. You You change one widget in the master and it will update across 50 linked reports. When it comes to delivering these reports, you could set up automated email sends on whatever cadence your clients expect, or share a live link that is always current. That means the client checks in anytime, asks IQ Chat anything, and the data is always up to date. Now, let's talk pricing. Whatagraph has a few different plans that scale based on the number of sources you need, as well as which integrations you want access to, and whether you need advanced features like white labeling, custom metrics, IQ Chat on client-facing reports, and dedicated support. For the most up-to-date pricing, check the link in the description. And remember, when you do use that link, you're gonna get 50% off your first month on any paid plan. So who is Whatagraph actually built for? Two audiences stand out. First, it's gonna be marketing agencies. Look, if you've outgrown Looker Studio plus Supermetrics and you have 20, 50, or maybe 100 plus clients and you're spending more time reconciling data and rebuilding reports than actually running campaigns, Whatagraph replaces that entire stitched together stack with one governed platform. And second, multi-location operators. Think of franchise networks, real estate companies, property marketplaces, anyone managing marketing performance across dozens or hundreds of locations, and you need consistent metrics everywhere. A great example of this would be Rentable, that manages over 5,000 data sources for 215 clients on their platform, as well as Yourfellow, which cut its cost by 50 to 65% compared to what they were paying for Funnel.io. These are teams that already made the switch and are not looking back. Here's the bottom line. The marketing agency space has a trust problem, not because the tools are bad, but because the data underneath them is fragmented. Whatagraph doesn't start with the dashboard or the AI. It starts with the foundation. Connect the data, clean it, define the metrics, govern it, and then let everything else, the reports, the AI, the MCP connection, client dashboards, all of it work from a single source of truth. If you've been looking for an AI-powered marketing intelligence tool to unify your campaign data and actually trust the answers, Whatagraph is the platform for you. Use that first link down below in the description and get 50% off your first month. And hey, if you got value from this video and you want more content like this, subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.